Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here. We would like to get started, and we realize we have a huge crowd here tonight, which is fantastic. Unfortunately, we don't have enough seats, so we do apologize for that, but we're so excited that you're all here. My name is Ray Purser. I am a member of the Public Engagement Committee for the Montrose TERS, and it's my pleasure to kick things off this evening. Again, thank you for being here. Let me also recognize my colleague of public engagement, Elizabeth Larson. I believe she is in the back of the room waving. Welcome. Before we dive into the details, I would like to recognize our public official here this evening, Councilmember Julian Ramirez. Thank you for being here this evening. He would like to give some brief remarks, and then we will begin to really kick off the rest of the evening. Councilmember, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Ray. And thank everyone for coming out and making your views known. Again, my name is Julian Ramirez. I'm one of your at-large city council members, which means I represent the entire city. So if you live in this area, you have a District C council member, Abby Kamen, and 5 at-large council members. And I'm fortunate enough to be one of those. And I'm a firm believer in that if we don't have input from the public, then we really don't have a representative government. And so I would encourage all of you at the conclusion of this presentation to walk around, offer comment, fill out some of the yellow posted cards, look for one of the comment sheets that's posted around, and let the TERS know what you think West Alabama should look like. And those views will be taken into account. And if there's anything I can do to facilitate this, if you feel your views are not getting heard, then please reach out to me. Again, Julian Ramirez, Houston City Council member, at large, position 1. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. And again, thank you for taking the time to be with us this evening. As I mentioned, we are here today to start the process for the West Alabama Reconstruction Project. We hope to get your input this evening, suggestions and questions about the project. From that, we will begin the design work. We will come back to you once we are further into the design, and we will be able to show you more specific roadway sections and layouts. We are really excited about this much needed improvement project on West Alabama. I know my car is very excited about this particular project too, because I'm up and down West Alabama quite a bit. One item that I do want to point out, though, is that this is the middle of a 3-part project. The Upper Kirby TERS is handling their section, then Midtown is handling their section. So we actually have the middle part. So remember that as you're going around and looking at the posters this evening. Again, thank you for attending. I would now like to bring up to the meeting Muhammad Ali with HR Green, who is going to give you a little bit more detail about this evening.
Thank you. All right. Good evening, everybody. On behalf of the design team and the board, I just want to thank you all for coming out today to spend your evening with us. So we really appreciate it. It shows how passionate you are about the community, and we're happy to have you here. So first off, I just wanted to kind of give you guys a quick intro of the project. West Alabama is a vital transportation corridor through the Montrose neighborhood. It's one of the primary east-west vehicular arteries, and it's also what we call a neighborhood cultural spine. It's a destination for the Monell and University of St. Thomas and other locations. The limits of our project today are from Shepherd to the Spur, and just like our director mentioned, we're the middle section between Upper Kirby and Midtown. In terms of the project scope, the city of Houston has provided us some direction. They have provided design parameters on what this corridor should look like. And they also provided the same type of design guidelines to the other TERSs, Upper Kirby and Midtown. So one of those criteria is to maintain the lane width and numbers. So if you look right now, you see 3 lanes of traffic. So we're going to have 3 lanes of traffic in the proposed section as well, 1 in each direction with a continuous center left turn lane in the middle. In terms of sidewalks, if you look right now, the sidewalks are 4 wide. So we're going to go with 6 feet sidewalks. Now, we understand one of the goals is also to preserve the mature trees, so we're going to have to either meander the sidewalk around the trees or implement some of the other strategies that we have here to be included in this design. In addition to that, there's going to be some large drainage improvements. So that means it's going to reduce street ponding when you have your everyday raining events. So that's going to help out a lot. So in terms of public input, today is your opportunity to provide inputs on the project. This is the best opportunity. It's early in the process. Just like our director mentioned, we are in the preliminary engineering phase. Design has not started. The board has not issued a design contract yet. So you have an opportunity to either have a dialogue with the professionals that you see here around the stations, or there are also some cards there that you can fill out and add your comments. Every comment that you provide will be addressed and will be included on the website. But we also want to make sure that we take things into consideration, that we have design parameters and guidelines provided to us by the city. So, you know, if you come back and say, you know, we want to extend the left turn lane, we want to add wider driveways, we want to convert an unsignalized intersection to a signalized intersections, those are things that we can consider. We can do that. We can go back and look at that and do it. But things like adding a bike lane, there's not going to be enough room. There's a lot of right-of-way constraints there. So those are things that we cannot address. So we just wanted to be very clear when it comes to that. We just cannot accommodate that. So if you look here, you see the stations. This is station number 1. That includes general information about the project, goals, objectives, costs, and so forth. And then you see the second station here. It's about the traffic characteristics, along with the proposed and existing typical sections here. And then if you come over here, we have tree protection. And then we have Craig Kell here, our urban forester. He'll be able to answer any question you have. And then we have Ashley over here on the drainage improvements and underground utility improvements. And then we have some information on the funding as well. In addition to that, if you look, you see some tables here. There's one here and one here that has the large scale maps. So I see some sticky notes there. Good. Please take the sticky notes, fill out your comments, and include it there, and we'll incorporate any comments that you may have. So with that, we encourage you to engage with the professionals, provide your comments, and we'll do our best to answer the questions and have it on the website. With that, I'm going to hand it back to our director to conclude.
Okay. So just to sum it up, again, you've got an opportunity here to kind of walk around and just see what we have displayed on these posters so that you can provide input on all of those. Mohammed pretty much went over what some of the policies will be with this particular construction. Really, we're here to try to answer and get your input as well. So I would look forward to speaking with some of you. At this point, I would just say, let's get started. Pick your poster, ask questions, provide input, and we will take your input and we'll be reading all of your comments back. This isn't a public session. I would defer to our attorney.
Everybody, so this is scheduled and structured as a workshop this evening. So we're going to go through the process, just as Director Purser described, walk around to the areas. You can fill out comment cards. Of course, for the regular meeting back on the third Mondays, we'll have public comment as usual, but this is really structured as a workshop. So with that, Director, I think if you want to let folks go ahead and start going around the room, we can begin. All right, thank you.